Get ready to become a kid again in 10 moments that will crush your soul. If you don't get emotional with at least one of these Bluey moments, you can go ahead and cancel your human being card.
Yeah!
Seriously, they say this is just a children's cartoon, but can someone explain why I, a functional adult with bills to pay and a lot of back pain, end up crying over a blue dog? There are cartoons we watch, laugh at, think are cool, and then forget the next day. But Bluey is different. Bluey sticks with us, right? It touches wounds we didn't even know we had, and does it so naturally that before we realize it, we're already sobbing because of a silly backyard game. The truth is that Bluey understands life in a way that few adults can explain. There's no forced lesson, no overused moral of the story. There are just moments so small and so real that they seem made to stay forever in the heart of whoever watches. In an interview on The Kelly Clarkson Show, the Australian actress who plays Chili, Melanie Zanetti, said that several fans of the cartoon told her that Bluey is their comfort show. It's what helps them with their anxiety. It's what they like to watch when life gets too heavy, and the cartoon calms them down. And you know what's most surprising? The ones who told her that weren't the children who are the show's target audience, nor adults with kids, but Gen Z folks, people in their 20s, who are far from fitting either category. Are you also part of that audience? Then hold my hand, subscribe to the channel, because today, we're going to look at the 10 most memorable moments that make Bluey so eternal. It'll make even a zombie cry after the apocalypse. Another episode of Zigzag is starting now. I will never forget the first interaction I had with this cartoon, and it was thanks to this channel when I started writing the scripts for the videos you watch. When I saw that there were going to be a lot of scripts to write about Bluey, I quickly went on YouTube to search and clicked on the first full episode that popped up, and it was Sleepy Time. 7 minutes later, there I was, all snotty, staring at my computer screen asking, what the hell did I just watch? Seriously, this episode is just too beautiful, with almost no dialogue, and the way it switches between Bingo's epic space dream and the parents' sleepless night is so well done. And Chili being the son that guides Bingo back home, impossible not to get emotional. But how about you? What was your first Bluey episode? If there's a memorable episode that shows Bluey is a respected dramatic series, not just a preschool cartoon, it's Baby Race. Of course, the whole episode is funny and adorable. It has all the appeal you expect from a cartoon for this kind of audience. The twists every time you think, will she learn to walk now? Are always really good jokes, especially with the older Bluey's frustrated reactions listening to that story. But the moment that shows how Bluey is a different kind of show is near the end of the episode, when Coco's mom comforts Chili, who for some reason feels like a terrible mother because her pup hasn't managed to walk yet. It's that bizarre and complex feeling we have of knowing it's not our fault and still blaming ourselves. You know? Man, what other cartoon does that? But now, I want to know about the mums that are watching us. Did you also go through that drama and insecurity? Another episode that will go down in history is Space, where the protagonist is Mackenzie. An innocent game between 3 boys pretending to be scientists on a space station hides a deep and still unhealed trauma in one of them. Right away, we can see from his facial expression that something is wrong with him that day, and it becomes even more apparent when he starts putting himself in situations where he must be abandoned. The whole time, within the game, he keeps saying that he is lost in space and even orders his fellow crewmates to leave him behind. And all of this is revealed in a brilliant and creative transition, using a tunnel under a bridge as a wormhole that takes us to the past and reveals the truth. Mackenzie has abandonment trauma because his mom once took too long to pick him up from preschool. Did you go through something similar? And it's not just heavy and deep moments that make Bluey shine. The episode Family Meeting is the perfect example of how Bluey can be considered a sitcom like any other, not just a kids' show. The plot of the episode revolves around the mystery of a crime. Did Bandit fart in Bluey's face or not? Seriously, that's the plot. And even though fart jokes can lose their charm quickly, they make the mystery be investigated like a courtroom drama, with lawyers, witnesses, and evidence analysis. And there's even a mini plot twist at the end, when Judge Chili tries to rush them out of the room. If you remember what that plot twist is, type the answer in the comments using the hashtag farts, and let us know. When you study cinema, you always see people wanting to talk about the subject of losing a child in the most absurd and explicit ways possible, because they think that's good drama. But what if I told you that creativity lies in subtlety, and it's in that sensitivity where true depth is found? In the episode The Show, the girls put on a little play for their parents that summarizes the story of how they met up to the birth of Bluey. Everything goes well until the balloon that Bingo puts under her shirt to imitate pregnancy pops, and Bandit then holds Chili's hand. What a gesture! What an analogy! It's simple, straight to the point. And if you get it, you get it. There's no need to explain it. And the coolest part is that Joe Brum said that this moment really does represent the loss of a baby, and that it happened to someone he knows. He even put that scene in the episode with that person's permission. And if you think it ends like this, check this one out. The episode Curry Quest is eternal for several reasons that I will try to sum up here, so pay attention. First, here Joe Brum shows off a little as a writer. Did you know that Bingo's journey narrated by Chili is actually a real writing technique? That's awesome because it shows how Bingo matures a little. At first, she didn't even want to leave the house. And halfway through, she has to face the grumpy bird. And then she learns that she will have to spend 6 weeks without her dad. But on the way back, she accepts it and even comes up with a brilliant plan to prevent the bird from attacking them. Bingo is the heroine of this episode that shows how fast kids grow up. But wait, there's more. Speaking of growth, Bluey changes a lot from the first episode to the last, and that alone is enough to set this cartoon apart from the others. Seriously, I know a lot of adults who have lived more than 30 years and still haven't matured as much as Bluey did in 1 year of her life. If you take the first episode of the series and then watch other episodes like Fruit Bat, Veranda Santa, Helicopter, The Sign, and Surprise, her growth will be pretty obvious. And that's the kind of thing that makes the show eternal because kids don't notice it, but we do. And when these people grow up and re-watch it, they'll see how this whole other layer was present in their favorite childhood cartoon. We have to talk about the episode Onesies. I know you were waiting for it, and there's no way to leave this episode off a list like this. Once again, Bluey touches on an extremely difficult subject in the most sensitive and beautiful way possible. Just remembering the first-person scene of Brandy's paws watching Bingo walk away already makes me want to sniffle. And once again, it's not a topic usually addressed by this kind of cartoon. In fact, I had never seen this tackled before in a cartoon like this. If you're almost crying like me, just imagine what we haven't seen together yet. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of these moments. Did you know that Rusty is the creator of Bluey's favorite character? And you can tell the love for the little Kelpie in the episode's Army, where he helps Jack Russell with his ADHD without even realizing it, and especially in the episode Cricket. Man, that episode is incredible. The kid beats all the adults and still decides when the game will end, just to make his little sister happy. Seeing the transition from his younger self giving a high five to his adult, professional cricket player version always makes my eyes sweat. Bluey is not just a cartoon, it's the secret manual for how life should be. Did I forget any memorable episode? Tell me in the comments.